Hey, it's 4Leaf, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys the Shoreline Resort loot guide. I'm going to be going over spawn points, how to approach the resort from different spawns, as well as all the loot areas in East, West, and Admin. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get right into it. So in this portion of the video, I'm going to be going over all the keys that you'll need for resort. First off, we got the West Wing. This would be the full West Wing key set right here, all these rooms. If you're kind of more on a budget and you don't want to buy all these keys, I would say two very honorable, I'd say even three very honorable mentions. If you were only buy 3 of these keys, would obviously be West 301, very good key, and then West 205, another very good key. And then I would probably say West 218, just because you get 3 rooms out of this one key, which is nice. Obviously, if you can get the full set, do it, because you will definitely be worth your money if you can. But if not, again, West 301, West 205, and then West 218 are probably going to be your best 3 out of the West Wing set. Anyway, now on to East Wing. East Wing, there's not nearly as much keys that I use for it. There's just not as much to loot, in my opinion, on East as there is West. Of course, you have Tape Key. Tape Key's been kind of trash these past like 2 or 3 wipes. I really wouldn't worry too much about Tape Key. The biggest room to focus on here is going to be East 222. That's going to have your LEDX, GPU spawns, all that good stuff. And then probably the second best room in East is going to be your East 328. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of key action going on in East. West typically is where more loot's going to be. Anyway, Admin. Admin's very straightforward. It's literally just 2 keys, the 2 safe keys. You got the Health Resort Management Office safe key, as well as the Health Resort Management Warehouse safe key. They're very cheap and they're well worth the money. I mean, you can easily find intel and any good safe item stuff in there. It's definitely worth the money for sure. Anyway, those are all the keys. In this portion of the video, I'm going to be going over the spawn points and the different spawns you're going to have on Shoreline trying to get to resort. First things first, let's go over the best spawn possible. It's going to be basically these 2 right here. If you get this spawn in this general top left region, or top right region, you're going to have the best and fastest way of getting up to resort. Some of the absolute worst ones, these 3 down here, horrible. It's the unfortunate nature of this map is that, you know, you should be preemptively bringing in SJ6s just in case you do get spawns like these are here, or even the ones down by this blue fence. They're just not the best, they're not great, and it's the unfortunate reality of this map. But if you bring an SJ6, you can make up on a lot of that time to get over to resort. So basically, I just wanted to go over really quickly, kind of show you overhead where the spawn points are. Of course, you have your other ones right here. That you got the Path to Lighthouse. This is actually a really good one. These 2 up here are probably like second best from the other top right ones. They're very good. Anyway, those are the spawn points. Now I'm going to be going over how you should approach the resort if you were to get, so to speak, one of these shittier spawns, because it is a bit of a technique to get into the resort, because as everyone knows, and if you don't know, once there are players inside this place and you're later to the party, it becomes extremely difficult to make it in there without getting shot at. I use a few techniques to minimize that possibility, and I'm going to go over those now with you. Alright, so in this portion of the video, I'm going to be going over if you got one of those bottom right, not so great spawns, how I would approach and get to resort and get in resort, being so late to the party from that spawn. So if you're going to go this way and not head on at the resort and hit it from the side over here, the way I would go about that, once you get up here, instinctually, and the easiest and most obvious way to get in this fence perimeter and to the resort itself would be to run right down here. The reason I don't do this is because it is extremely dangerous. And the reason why is if you were to run this way, and let's be honest, if you got that bottom right spawn of the map, you're not going to be here first. There is already going to be someone probably in East Wing. The problem with this spawn is that if you hug this wall, no one can hit you. But people are going to hear you running down this wall, and they're going to be very easy to figure out what are you trying to do. The problem with this is once you run right here, there are so many angles where you can just get lit up from, and that's why this is so dangerous. And that's why if you do get a late spawn and you do go past through that fence, that hole in the wall down this way, it's probably not going to go well for you. You're probably going to get shot in the back trying to enter the place. That's why when I do enter late, I hit it from a different approach. So rewind a bit. So instead of going down this way, I would take an approach this way. I'd keep running over here, past east, and I would and then I would just go hop right over this. Basically, now I'd head right to the back of admin, keeping an eye on my left as well. And it's just gonna, pathing this way is just gonna avoid a lot of conflict, because more than likely there's not gonna be people in admin. I'm not saying it's impossible, obviously, but it's way less likely. More likely they're gonna be in east and west right now. So then I'd get an admin, I would just kind of pause up and listen. But anyway, that's the approach I would take if I were coming from the cliff side from one of those poorer spawns in the bottom right. All right, so this is the approach from the front side of resort from one of the later spawns. So basically how I do this, if I were to run this way, is I'll go up here, and instead of going to what most people do, which is the right and right through that way, I would take a direct straight approach, run by all this. Now this is definitely a more dangerous way than the other way I just showed, but it's still viable. And then basically I would shoot this out and then jump in from here and attack east like so. So this could be my little portion on Sky Bridge and what I think about it and how it should kind of be thought about using. I typically will only use Sky Bridge if I'm like 90% sure no one is on either side of the wing that I'm trying to cross to. A much safer and more used route that I like to use is I will use these lower like land bridges, if you will, from east and west, go to admin and then cross like so from either side instead of just directly over. Something to keep in mind, something to try out. I think it helps a lot, and you know, getting caught on this bridge, if you've ever have it happen to you, you know how brutal that can be. Anyway, that's my little tidbit on the Sky Bridge and how you should kind of think about when using it or not. So starting off with East Wing, when you come into East Wing, one of the first rooms I like to check is East 222. What I would do is I would come up here and I would run all the way down to East 22. This is like the first thing I typically check. Also, if you want to hit that little weapon crate on the way, not a bad idea. So in this room right here, this isn't where the good stuff is, but always check this box, check this toolbox, this table spawns some stuff, crates. So you got the high tier spawn here on the shelf or on the floor. You also have a high tier loot spawn on the ground here. GPUs, blood axes can spawn there. Always check these shelves. Meds can spawn here. From here, I would head this way in east, up to 3. We'll check 328 out. In 328, you got a PC, you got a motor, a duffel. Some stuff can spawn on this table right here. Okay, from here, you got the Mark's room, which is open. You got gold spawns around him. Always check around the body, gold spawn. You can loot him as well. Got a duffel bag here. And in here you got some crate. Come this way. Got a crate right there. As well as if you have 306 or 308, depending on what key you bought, they're basically the same thing because they connect. Got this room here. Here you got 4 PCs, I believe, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a red card spawn in here as well. A crate here. You can hop this Ginny. Come over here, food spawns. Med crate. So from here, you can check tape key, even though it's not all that great anymore. Tape key, you got this spawn up here, stuff can spawn in the shower. You can loot this as well. Stuff on the ground here. On top of this, you got PC. Tape key is not what it used to be, but it's still alright to check. So once you've looted all those rooms, that's pretty much everything in East Wing. You got a few more loose loot like duffel bags laying around, but for the most part, you've looted everything of major worth in this building. So now moving on to West Wing. First thing I will do when I'm entering the West Wing, whether if not I run down that way or come through the front, is I would hit these stairs right here and make my way to 3rd story. So from here, I would run and hit 301 West. And just a quick little tip when looting 301, when you get down here, you're kind of in a corner. If you're soloing or not have a friend, a good tip is to open one of these doors, 302 or 303. Just in case you get pushed and kind of cornered here, you can have a right-hand peek on people. Anyway, besides the point, got 301 right here. Got some loot right there. Loot on the ground too. Make sure you get low and check. Got loot that can spawn right there. Loot up there. Loot in the chair. 2 PCs. Loot on the ground here. Stuff can spawn on the bed. The ground. Always check the newspaper as well. Lead axes and stuff get in there. Okay, great. From there, I would run this way and hit 306. You got 2 dead scavs you can loot, a little med crate, just a little extra loot. Then I would drop down this hole, head this way to 205. This is another really good key. Lead axe spawns in here. So from here, you got on the ground here, stuff spawns, up on this, stuff spawns, this table, below the table, med crate, tool crate. So from here, I would actually run this way, and I would head back up to 3 for just a second to check 311. It's a really good room, it's open all the time, and it can spawn very high tier stuff like lead axes even. Make sure you get low in the paper and look around, as well as check right there on the ground, and this duffel bag. From there, I would drop down this hole, pop the barbed wire, and then I would hit room 216 West. Got stuff in spawn there, weapon crate, grenade box up there, great. Ammo can spawn on that. From here, I would hit 219. 219's alright, you got some sims that can spawn on these boxes. Crate there. Decent room. Then you got 220 West. Stuff can spawn there. Crate. Weapon crate. Stuff can spawn there. Rare spawn. Check that. So from here, I would then go to 218 West. Got a weapon crate here. Food spawns and such. I'm pretty sure a red key card can spawn there. Go out the balcony. Got stuff on top of the box there. Crate, money and stuff can spawn there. Got a med crate, duffel. So from there, I'd head out this way. I would run all the way down. And then I would check this safe key on 3. Got a duffel bag on the way. Then you got your safe right there. And from here, head down these stairs, go this way to the basement. Go in here, got a duffel bag right here. Duffel bag right here. Duffel bag right there. Duffel bag right here. As well as right there. Got a potential red key card spawn in this locker right here. 2 crates right here. Another duffel right there. And another duffel down that way. That'll do it for the basement of West. We also have West 112. It can spawn a blue key card, which is pretty cool. Has potential spawn one right there, and 2 duffel bags and some food. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for the West Wing loot. Now let's move on to admin. So now moving on to the admin building. Coming through from the west side, you got the kitchen right here. It can spawn a lot of loose food and stuff sometimes. Come this way. Always check this spawn right here. The potential LEDX spawn can happen. Also, if you come down here, you got a duffel bag. And then if you come up here, up this way, and then to the left in the bathroom, you also have a duffel bag here as well. Then when you come up here, you have a theater room with a duffel bag right there. You got a PC is there. You got several PCs in here. One there, as well as there. Another weapon box. From here, you go this way. You got an office. Stuff can spawn on this table, around the shelves and such. And you also have here, this is a tech spawn. I found things like even a GPU laying on this couch. A very good spawn. And then you have the safe. You have to have the safe key to open it. A bunch of random loot in here. Then heading this way. Got a duffel here. And then you have your other safe room, filing cabinets, if you're into that kind of thing. And yeah, for the most part, that's pretty much all of admin. If you made it this far in the video, I thank you. I hope this Shoreline Resort loot guide helps you guys out in your future raids. And if you can, drop a like and possibly sub for more content like this, that would be awesome. Anyway, I hope you guys use this guide to the best of your abilities for your raids, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.